Oh, good morning, everyone. I am so excited. And first of all, I'm Carol Henderson. I have Life by Design.
And I'm Barbara Ellison of Trends in Marketing Enterprises.
So we wonder, have you missed us this week? Um, we have been so busy, and we're going to tell
And
you
so excited
about that. Yes, but so we're doing our show today. This is the last show of the year. And we are so excited to be coming here with you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Merry Christmas. So put it in the chat. Put in the chat what you did for Christmas.
Yeah.
Were you with friends and family? Were you alone? Did you have a peaceful Christmas or a chaotic Christmas? What did you
and
do
did
this?
you celebrate Christmas? Did you say
Right.
did you celebrate Kwanzaa, or did you celebrate
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah?
talk to the hand. Kwanzaa is not a holiday. It was made up by George Jefferson on
I
the
believe it.
Huh? No,
I
no, it
believe
was. And it was the whole thing over that show that it was that moving on up
Oh, yeah.
to the east side. That show, George
And
Jefferson
George Jefferson.
made that holiday up. It is not a holiday. So I just
And
when
yet people are
say
celebrating it.
huh?
And yet people are celebrating it.
Well, because they don't know the history.
Right. And so
Okay, there's a bunny
excuse.
trail for you. How many things do we do because we don't know the history?
Right.
But
Exactly.
this truly is Christmas. It's a time to celebrate the birth of Christ. It's Hanukkah. It's time to celebrate that the temple did not run out of oil while they were doing some new, purifying the new oil. They had 1 day's worth and it lasted for 8 days. So there are wonderful things to celebrate. And then there's all the people say, oh, Christmas is a pagan holiday, has nothing to do with Jesus. It does. This was when he was conceived. He was born in the fall, but he was conceived in this season. So the light of the world came into the world because, when a baby is pregnant, they say, oh, they're having a baby. It takes 9 months to make that baby, and then they come in the world again. So I'll get off that stump. I won't preach anymore, but Kwanzaa's not a real holiday. And if you go back and watch the Jeffersons back in the day, what was that, the 70s?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of those don't miss shows because it was so funny and probably
so ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its time, and could not fly now because of all the hurt feelings. So
yes.
Anyway, but it was hilarious, and everybody loved it. Black, white, purple, it doesn't matter. Yep. So anyway, we are so glad to be with you today at the end of the year. So tell us what you did for the holiday and what you're going to do for the one that comes up this week. We have New Year's worldwide. Every country has their New Year's celebration. I still remember when the turn of the century, 2000, and the celebrations around the world, and they were all televised, and each one got bigger and better and all that. So that was fun. Yeah. We were snowed in. We had 24 inches of snow. And so we didn't do much of anything but stay in and watch that celebration. So tell us what you're going to do for New Year's. Do you want to tell them what we did over the holiday and what we have coming for the new year?
What we are, excited. I wish there was a different word than excited, because it is such an overused word, but we are just over the moon excited because guess what? Carol and I, we have put our little fingers to the bone. Literally, we've been at this for 2 straight days.
Well, we've been at it for several weeks, but the last 2 days putting the finishing touches. Don't let them think it took 2 days.
Oh, yeah, but no.
I've always heard people say, oh, I finally got this up, and I've been working on it for weeks, for months, whatever.
Yeah.
This
and it has been weeks and months and years.
And
because we've been at this for over a year.
Yeah, we've been at this for a year. It hadn't taken us that long to to officially launch. But I mean, well, truly, I started putting things up in the spring, and then just due to some things, kind of had to stop. And I accidentally put 2 shows up by accident. Put the one up, put the other, and they're going, "You have stolen this content. We've seen it on other content." I'm like, oh my. So I kind of backed off a little bit.
All that to say, we've launched our YouTube channel.
Yeah, our official launch is this week.
Official launch is this week of the YouTube channel, Mavens of Motivation. And we've got Thoughtful Thursdays up on there, and we've got the Aging Experts up on there. So we would really just love to have you come join us, subscribe, and then not only subscribe, but click on the bell so that you'll know when we go live, when we upload a video.
Comment and share, because that's what lets other people find out about us. But we are adding all of our shows, that our Monday motivations will be up there in the next few days. And then also we are going to add a whole new playlist, a whole new channel, for lack of a better term, called Interview the Interviewers. And those are going to be when we've been interviewed on other people's shows. And we have a plethora of those to put up. I don't know that we even have our hands on all of them.
I've got to
get our
find them.
hands on all of them. So that will be going up. So you'll get to see lots of different guests. You'll get to see lots of other interviewers interview us, and learn what those interviewers do. Because most of the things we go on are not just a one trick pony where we carry the whole show and talk the whole time.
Right. Yeah. And we have had some absolutely amazing guests.
Oh, it's been fun to go back and see them all and hear them again.
Exactly. To see, it's like, okay. And then it's like, oh, and it hasn't been that long since we did that show. And then it's been 7 months.
Yeah. So it has been a blast. And we want to say a great big thank you. Yeah, a great big thank you for coming, for watching our shows, for, some of our shows have a lot of impressions, some have a few. We want them all to have a lot, just because we want to make this world better. And so if you know anybody that's having a hard time, I think our show is pretty upbeat and helps people to pull out of the mully grubs. And in fact, one of the girls that we interviewed today was fabulous about that. It was on Barbara's show. I was actually co-hosting because Jason was sick. And so we interviewed a young lady, and I had asked her a while back to come on our show, and we just haven't done it yet. But she works with people getting over trauma and uses movement to do that. It was such a fun interview.
And it was so interesting of how she explained. You're like, I'm all about explaining to people how your brain works.
And in simple terms.
In simple terms. And just like, one of the things that I always share with people is that, we have to exercise our brain. And so one of the things that you can do is brush your teeth with your opposite hand, or write something with your hand. It is so good for your brain.
Yeah.
To exercise.
So y'all are going to love it when we bring her on, and we're going to say what she taught us today for her to tell you. But it was so good that a 5-year-old can understand it. And yet it was brain terminology and how the brain works. So that was fun. That was
so it was just, I mean, and that's what we're all about. Just bringing everyday things that you can use to make it better, no matter what your age is. I mean, Carol and I both tend to work with, the older crowd, but you know what, Carol, I've decided that we are just not getting older. We're getting better.
Amen. We're getting younger.
We're getting younger.
And from what I hear, what's coming in January is going to make us even younger.
It's going to make us even younger.
I'm looking forward to it. I am so excited to it.
So many things are happening.
Yeah. Well, and that was actually prophesied, that there would be new things new technologies, new, not medicines, but protocols, new ways to be healthier coming up, because we are in a reset, not the kind of reset that you're hearing on the news, but a reset of the world is coming back into alignment. And I don't know if y'all have noticed it. I've noticed more and more animal stories, and watching our animals that we have here. As y'all know, I have a large number of animals, chickens and peacocks and turkeys and deer and raccoons and skunks and possums and quail and fox and bobcats.
Yeah.
Have not seen the mountain lion. There's a mountain lion about half a mile from here, but it stays in a more foresty area. So anyway, yeah, but the animals are starting to act different toward each other. And I love getting those videos sent to me on Facebook and stuff like that.
I loved the one with the pig and the calf.
Oh,
That was
that were both
hysterical.
orphaned. Yeah. Well, I
They were
saw
both
one
orphans.
yesterday. Yeah. It was a little chick, a little 1 or 2 day old chick, and 2 cats. One cat was a little older, and the cat reached out and kind of touched it, and they smelled it and touched it. But we watched today, we had one of our roosters, sweet little bird, and our peacock was picking it, just gently, not hard, just gently, like she was cleaning him. It was so sweet to watch. You know, just kind of crazy. But that's to say, I think everything is going to, I think we are in very close order going to have some extreme issues coming down the pike. But I think as that gets worse, I think the good is getting better.
Right.
And just y'all, please pray. I did get something that a big chunk of Oregon has no power, if not the whole state, but a big chunk of it. And it's down the coast, and it's in other states that, they've had weather, they've had wind and rain and cold that has knocked out power grids, but then there's snipers shooting the transformers. And so a big part of the power grid is down right now with this weather. So please pray for those people that are having, well, my son called this week and said, do y'all have power? Because here in our county, there was like hundreds of thousands of people without. I mean, that around here, that's most of the county, and it's nowhere close to us. So Barbara's been here. It's pretty sparsely populated, but
out there.
Yeah, our counties are big. It's just that 100,000 people, really, it's a lot of people, but it's not when it's spread out over a whole county. Right. So we were fine, but so many people, and it was 0 degrees and high winds, like in the 40s and 50s.
That's
and
for the high winds.
That wind strips the heat out of your home. And so even if you had your home heated and that wind gets up, it's hard to hold that heat. So do be praying for people in the weather, and just all the storms that are going on, whether it's water or wind or snow, or there was a prophecy that snow was that there was going to be so much snow that it would be done in feet instead of inches.
Well, look at Buffalo, just got 72 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Last month?
Well, and somebody had over 6 feet. Somebody right now, Buffalo is in it, and now, and it's like historic. New York, I think, had snow. I may be wrong, but just so. And
Hawaii had snow. Hawaii had snow, I think, yesterday.
And a volcano. I mean, the volcano's erupting and the snow. So yeah, it's something else. Well, we had snow here. We had snow here before Barbara did.
And I'm in Chicago.
Yeah. And I'm in Texas, for those of y'all that don't know. But anyway, so all I can say is 2023 is a new year.
Yep.
Start speaking over your 2023 and tell it what you want. Start
Right.
get into the word, start prophesying the word over your new year. You know, Deuteronomy 28, prophesy those blessings over yourself. Just so many good things. Prophesy Psalm 91 every day over yourself. You know, but I mean, you have to meet the criteria that you can't, it's not blab it and grab it, and it's not name it and claim it. Okay. You have to get in, dig out the truth, and align yourself with the truth. Deuteronomy 28 says, if you do these things, you'll be blessed. If you do these things, you'll be cursed.
You'll be cursed.
And it's true. And it's, you know, people go, well, why would God do something bad? Well, it's like an umbrella. You can be under that umbrella and you're safe from the rain, unless you're in the panhandle of Texas and it's coming sideways. But you can be under that umbrella and the rain falls and you stay dry. Okay. If you stick your backside out, it's going to get wet. So if you have part of yourself out from under that umbrella, if you're in disobedience, you know, it's like a little kid. You say, don't run out in the street. Don't run out in the street. Well, if they run out in the street, they could fall down, they could scrape their knees, they could get run over. But that's not, I mean, that's, if they're being disobedient, bad things can happen. So get under the umbrella, snuggle in under those wings, and enjoy your 2023, because it is going to be a year to remember. It's so exciting.
We are so excited. So thank you so much for coming today. Just, you know, reach out to us. Let us know if there is something that you'd like us to talk about. If you're, or if there's a guest that, or if you would like to be a guest. Let us know. We would love to have you. Love to have you. If you have a message that is just burning in your heart that you want to share, but you're kind of like fearful of doing it or afraid of doing it, let us help you. We love nurturing brand new people that are new to the speaking space.
Well, and
because we both know what it's like to be brand new.
One of the things, people think that they have to be the only thing. It's like, no, you're sitting around having a cup of coffee talking and
having a conversation,
enjoying each other's company. And I, you know, I try to stay off my little soapboxes. I don't do as well as I should sometimes.
No, you do good once in a while.
Once in a while, I do good. So anyway,
so we want to wish you all the best for the new year. Thanks for coming.
And we hope you had a Merry Christmas and a wonderful Happy New Year.
Yes. So
love
have
y'all.
a good one.
See you next year.
See you next year. Bye.